Nuclear power stations research reactors in Germany. There were 110 of them. Nuclear energy depends on the main law book and the nuclear law. Universal regulations, control regulations, administration, liberty provision, final regulations. Since Fukushima, there is a higher safety level of nuclear power. Main political organizations, the Greens, tried to stop this kind of energy production. The result was the energy transition. Now there are only 7 active ones left, and the last one will be deactivated in 2022.
Questions about electric and hybrid cars, example BMW. Where is the difference between electric cars and cars with hybrid?
Electric cars. The electric cars take their energy from lithium-ionic accumulators. The distance you can drive is between 120 to 220 kilometers. The car is much more silent because of the electronic energy. Hybrid cars utilizes more than one way for propulsion. For example, combining a petrol or diesel engine with an electric motor. In the BMW i3, there is a gasoline motor as a support for the electronic motor. How many electric and hybrid cars does BMW sell yearly? In 2017, they sold about 1,000 electric cars. Are there more people going to buy electric cars in the future? After the debate about the prohibition of diesel motors, there are more people in favor of buying electric cars. One of the issues is still the lack of charging stations in all of Germany.
So our first question about your shop is, how does your concept work? The products are offered in glass or metal containers. Fruits and vegetables are offered open. So the customers have to bring their packaging by themselves, for example glasses, material bags or reused paper bags. First, the containers are weighed, then the customers fill in the products, the containers are weighed again, and then the customers have to pay for it. So our next question is, what types of customers usually buy in your shop? Many customers are already from the eco scene, so they buy the products in bio shops and are not contented with the packaging and the plastic waste. We also have a lot of old people which appreciate the materials and want to renounce the packaging. Are your products more expensive than in other shops? Our products are sold by normal bio shop prices, which are always higher than in normal shops, but in some kinds we are a little bit cheaper because we buy the products in big piles. From where do you get your products? If it is possible, we get them regional. We prefer to buy from bio suppliers in our region, but in some cases it isn't possible to get all products regional, so we get them as well from the usual bio suppliers like Rapunzel, Ökoring or others. Are there any hygiene problems with products without packaging? Hygiene is a big topic at Ruta Natura. We have to be very careful with the products. The vessels have to be very clean before filling the products in. Besides, it is necessary that every product has its own vessel, so we are not allowed to change the containers among themselves. So no, there are not any hygiene problems if we keep the conditions. Does this concept have a future in our society? I believe so. In the last years, I could detect that our population thinks positive about this kind of idea. Many school classes, families, and eco-minded people do often visit Ruta Natura.
Okay, so here you can see all the household waste we had at home. The first step is to separate this waste in different groups. In this case, plastic like yogurt cups, all plastic films, and cans. After separating it, we loaded the waste in a car and went to our civic amenity site. Here you can see a short overview. So the next step is taking your bags and finding the right container. As you can see, this container was actually for stretchable film, so the wrong one. Then we walked to the next container to get rid of Tetra Paks like milk cartons. This place is for bulky waste, including bicycles, bats, and stuff like that. Here you can see the container for electronics like computers and kitchen devices. A small overview of the whole place. Afterwards, we wanted to dispose the soda and tomato cans. A short layover, this container is for hollow bodies like shampoo bottles or just normal bottles. And then we finally found the right place for our stuff. The man in the orange jacket is one of the many workers at this civic amenity site. Here a flying bottle. Here you can see that many people visit the site and sort the different types of trash. So the last container is for cartons, paper and newspaper, and in this moment it was pressed for more space. This was our trip to the civic amenity site. We hope you got a little insight.